wait there.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight for our Village of Asip board meeting. Today is June 20th, 2022. We'll call this meeting in order at 7:32 p.m. Can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Delzell.
Here.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza. Here. Trustee McLaughlin.
Here.
Trustee Murphy.
Here.
Trustee Navas Barza.
Here.
Trustee Peretta.
Here.
Mayor Ryan.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
To start the meeting, we have a bid opening tonight. We have a couple of things here. First is the Heritage One fence replacement. This is for some wrought iron fencing.
We did not get any bids for the fence replacement.
Okay.
The next one we have is the stump cleanup and restoration. We got two. The first one was from Desiderio, Landscaping, Inc., located at 17258 East 12000 North Road, Grant Park, Illinois 60940. I do not see a bid bond in there, but their quote is $15,990. That is 15990.00. The second one we got is from Red Oaks Landscaping, located at 4559 137th Street, Crestwood, Illinois 60418. They do have a bid bond and a check. Their quote is $18,450 even. That's 18450.00. And those are the only two bids we had for the stump cleanup. Okay, the next one we had was for the 2022-23 MFT resurfacing program, and we had three bids for this one. The first one was from Lindahl Brothers, Inc., located at 622 East Green Street, Bensonville, Illinois 60106. They do have a bid bond, and their estimate their proposal is $617,665.05. That's 617,665.05. The second one we got from K5 Construction Corporation, located at 999 Oakmont Plaza Drive, Suite 200, Westmont, Illinois, 60559. They do also have a bid bond, and their proposal is $708,373.80. That's 708,373.80. And the final one on this one is from Gallagher Asphalt, located at 18100 South Indiana Avenue, Thornton, Illinois, 60476. I do not see a bid bond in here, but their proposal is $613,126.35. That's 613,126.35. And those are all of the bids for that one. The last one is is for the 2022-23 MFT crack sealing program, and we received 2 bids for that one. Excuse me. The first one is from Denler, Inc., located at 20502 South Cherry Hill Road, Joliet, Illinois, 60433. They do have a bid bond. And their proposal amount is $91,404.08. That's 91404.08. And the final one is from SKC Construction, Inc., located at 695 Church Road, Elgin, Illinois, 60123. They do have a bid bond included, and their pricing is $96,997.46. That's 96997.46. And those are all the bids we have received.
All right, thank you. Roger, how many, with regard to the wrought iron fencing, the Heritage One, did you do a walkthrough on that one too with prospective bidders?
We had 7 vendors show up. I had one state to me that he was not going to be able to
Okay.
put in for it, so I don't understand why we don't have any tonight.
So 7 vendors attended the walkthrough. One said he wasn't going to submit.
Correct.
So we were hoping to see at least 6 bids. Okay. Maybe we'll follow up with those folks, make sure they got the right information or if there was any confusion of some type there too.
We'll definitely do that tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember you telling me about the walkthrough, and so that's, I can see maybe a couple dropping off, but maybe there was some confusion somehow. Exactly. All right, we'll find out what happened. We'll start with our officers' reports, starting with mine. Just a couple of quick notes. I had something I got today from the Illinois Municipal League, and amongst the dozens of municipal bills that were approved recently in spring session, the couple that stood out with regard to municipalities is that they're going to create a first responder mental health grants. This creates first responder mental health grant program, provides that subject to appropriation of the money, there would be created within the Department of Human Services a first responder behavioral health grant program to provide grants for the following recipients. That of units of local government, law enforcement, fire protection, school districts, public and private hospitals, and ambulance services that employ first responders. Also, there's a House Bill 3127 for emergency medical dispatchers. This amends various laws to include emergency medical dispatchers in reference to being first responders. And there is also a demolition debris disposal documentation that says that provides that the counties and municipalities must maintain documentation submitted from a contractor on the disposal of specified demolition debris, clean or general, or uncontaminated soil. So more that documentation. Roger, do we get any of that now from some of those folks?
If they're doing demo work, yes, we do receive it.
We do on demo work now, yes. Okay. And then the last one I saw in here was a couple representatives in our area, House Bill 3528. This was brought up by Representative Bob Rita and Senator Emil Jones. School zone speed limits and fines provides that special speed limits while passing schools apply to local, county, and state roadways. Well, will now increase the fine for speeding in a school zone to $250 for a first offense instead of $150 and $500 for subsequent offenses as opposed to the current $300. So we'll talk with the I'll talk with the police and traffic safety to see that we I don't know if we have to update that by ordinance, Mike?
It's a state law.
It's just a state law that automatically acts for itself. All right. Thank you. And that's all I have for my report tonight. Clerk Hardy?
Thank you, Mayor. I have a reminder that this is the last week of early voting. The Village Hall will be open June 20th to the 25th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., June 26th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and June 27th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I have the presentation and approval of the May 2022 FOIA report, presentation and approval of the June 6, 2022 public hearing minutes, presentation and approval of the June 6, 2022 board meeting minutes, presentation and approval of the April 2022 IDOT motor fuel tax allotment in the amount of $64,686.40, presentation and approval of the May 2022 IDOT motor fuel tax allotment in the amount of $64,886.38. And one last reminder that this Saturday, the village will be open for vehicle sticker sales from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Stickers need to be on the vehicles by July 1st. And that is all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. One last thing on my report as well, too. We did meet last week with David, and I'm sorry his last name escapes me, but at our next committee meeting, we'll give everybody an update and pictures that David took. They completed the cleanup of Stony Creek that we approved from Pulaski to Kedzie area looks great, and he's got some before and after pictures that look really good for that, too. He did a nice job. Next, we have the attorney's report. Mike Kankar's with us.
No report, sir.
Okay. And we'll go to engineer's report. Will Dolan?
I don't have anything except for I'll review those two bids, those two MFT bids, and have a recommendation of award for the next meeting.
For the street resurfacing and crack sealing.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Will. Will, I meant to reach out to you. I thought I did last week. You wanted to touch base with me to go over our last submission for street resurfacing with the state. Did we complete that and get that off?
We have the list. I need to find out what format they want it in. So
Okay.
I'll contact Chad Riddle at IDOT to see exactly what they want to see.
Please.
I did get a section number from them, though.
Okay. Yeah, please let me know as soon as you can, and I'm happy to do my part of that then, too.
Okay.
Okay. Public forum, did anybody in the audience wish to address this tonight? I see in the audience, Tim McGarry's here. Tim, big thanks for helping out on Volunteer Day for the village-wide cleanup. Thanks much for coming out that day. Where'd you guys do it? Along 127th Street?
27th, right off 94,
Okay.
the empty lot there,
Yeah, oh, by the,
next to the church.
you guys were down by, okay, by the empty lot, just east of Cicero Avenue.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Tim. Yeah. I know it's a difficult area to work, and that's why I was talking about kind of stay behind the guardrails and everything else when they're over there yet, too. So, but thanks for helping us out that day. Next, we have our standing committee reports, Finance and IT. Trustee McGlawhorn.
First, I have a request for approval of a list of payroll dated June 17th, 2022, totaling $419,076.17. Next, I have a request for approval of a list of accounts payable dated June 20th, 2022. From the recap, General Fund, $612,148.81. Road and Bridge, $41,681.84. MFT, $608.18. Health insurance, $223,289.50. IMRF and payroll taxes, $16,402.93. Water and sewer, $816,362.28. Sanitary sewers, $749.80. Heritage, $36,189.71. And retiree health insurance, $121,027.23, for a grand total all funds of $1,868,460.28. And next, Joyce would like us to approve a cyber policy with ICRMT. I don't know if anybody has any questions on that. Joyce, what would be the plans for implementing multi-factor authentication?
We're looking at having that implemented by 12/1, so this would be in place before this policy expires, which will help our premium immensely. Brian's working on that, right? Brian and Leon both are working on that. So,
Joyce, that's our current premium right now, $15,900.
that's what the total premium would be, but we're only paying through 12/1. So we're going to be paying the $66.81 to
Okay.
get through 12/1, and then if we renew for another year, it would be approximately $16,000 because we do not have MFA implemented. So once we have multi-factor implemented, which is, everyone knows what this is. This is when you have to have them send you a text message to log into your bank account, you know, the second level of authentication to make sure you are who you are. And so we have, mainly it's through our Exchange server that we're having problems because we kind of have a homegrown Exchange server, which keeps our costs down. And that's what has caused the most problems right now. So we're working on that and trying to get the multi-factor set up through the Exchange server that we have.
So the 6,681, That's just the carriers for like the next 6 months? Really?
It's actually, what, 5 months? July 1 through 12/1.
Right. So it's really 5 months.
That's only because the current policy expires in July.
7/1, yeah.
And one more time, why are we, I don't get, why, one more time, Joyce, why are we going December 1 to renew? Why is that?
This is the policy that ICRMT is offering us right now. We were
Okay.
declined by several companies.
Okay.
It's, cyber insurance is getting harder and harder to get, and plus we have the rock around our neck of the MFA. So once we can get the MFA in place, we will have more competition that we can go after. We can get better pricing.
And ICRMT is obviously shopping this to get us this rate?
No, Alliant,
Alliance, or no, Horton shopped it.
Horton shopped it. And you can see on the proposal,
Yeah. There was almost a dozen declined.
yeah.
I
we
saw
had-
that, but I thought ICRMT was doing the shopping. They're the carriers.
They're the carrier.
The selected, the preferred carrier in this case. I got you. Okay. Any questions on that, Board?
That's all I have, Mayor.
Next, we have the Fire Committee report. Trustee Murphy.
I have a presentation and approval of the May 2022 Fire Prevention Bureau report. I have the presentation and approval of the monthly report for May 2022 based on our National Fire Incident Reporting System data. And that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Next, Police and Traffic Safety. Trustee Dalzell.
As a presentation approval of the Police Department May 2022 monthly activity report, and additionally we have the presentation approval of the Police Department May 2022 call statistics. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Next, we have Public Work and Boat Launch. Trustee Juarez.
I have a presentation and approval of the Public Works Department May 2022 monthly activity report. That's all, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Sewer and Water Committee. Trustee Navas Barza.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a request for approval to promote Class 2 operator Wally Spooner to the position of Class 1 operator effective June 27, 2022. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Danny Trevin, Commissioner, any luck? Dan, are you back full staffed, or are you still? You are? Good, okay. Thank you. So we'll go to the Building and Health Committee. Trustee Parada?
No report this evening, Mayor. Thank you.
Next, we have the Human Resource and Insurance. Trustee Murphy.
I have the 2022 Village of Alsip announcement that the Village of Alsip was awarded $31,031 from the IPFR grant program this year. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. I know we just put out the grant request to all the department heads, so everybody's submitting some requests right now. And I will tell the board, last week, I asked by a prospective new hire to hold up for her response to us, and HR passed. So we need to go back to the market and re-solicit request for human resource manager. Yeah, so we're doing that right now. We thought we had a great candidate, and she changed her mind. Next, we have the special committee reports. Economic Development. Trustee Navas Barza.
I do not have an update at this time. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. I did. I went by today, and I was looking at the firewater building going up. Looks good. He's doing his facade right now. They're mixing in what, Roger, like some wood with the brick. The brick he comes in next with the face brick and all that stuff. No problem. Any word, Raj, on next door with Taco Burrito King?
I did have a conversation with him last week. He is looking to get everything cleaned up this week and have all full submittals into me so that they can get going very shortly.
So they're planning to submit their submittals. Okay. Village Properties, trustee McLaurin.
Under Village Properties, I have a request for approval to award the bid for the Heritage 2 hallway painting to Oosterbahn and Sons in the amount of $198,690. And I apologize, we didn't get to talk about this at committee last week. Roger, when was the last time the hallways were painted?
5 years ago.
Was it that long ago? And what did it run at that time?
About $92,000.
Wow.
92 or $97,000.
Over double in 5 years.
So this went up 100% in 5 years? Wow.
Cost of paint, which it's not including the paint, but cost has gone up dramatically.
So, and I want the board to understand, too, this is labor only.
It's labor
with this
only.
bid. We are actually supplying the paint. And Roger was in my office last week. We were going to talk about this at committee last week, but because of the tornado weather that we had, we canceled last week's meeting, so we didn't have further discussion. We can certainly take a minute and do so now. Roger was in my office, and I actually, I was concerned that we had no other bids to compare this to. You know, this was a single bid. And I actually did call a reputable source with Roger there, and they couldn't even, we certainly didn't use the number, we didn't say any names or anything like that, but we had, they didn't have a number off the top of their head, like, some companies will bid per hour, some will bid manpower and all that kind of thing yet too. But that, how many businesses, Raj, did the walkthrough with you on this?
2 actually showed up. 1 dropped out as soon as he found out that he had to pay prevailing wage.
So 2 showed up and 1 dropped out because of the necessity for a prevailing wage. So really, we were so did we know then we were only getting 1 bid at the time?
We did it as soon as he walked out.
I didn't know that.
But I mean, I did reach out to him, and he was at like $167,000. I talked to our current painter. He was at like 170, 179. He said it wasn't a horrible price. It wasn't the greatest price, but for them to get in there and get out of there in a timely fashion, he said it's not a horrible price in today's market.
So this is certainly, this is up to the board to approve this matter that's on there, or does the board wish to go back out to bid?
How bad are the hallways?
Right now, they're all plastered, because when we did the carpet,
Right.
we banged them all up and...
Hey, excuse me, hey, Raj, do me a favor, can you grab a mic, please, because we're recording this and a lot of people get frustrated, they can't hear the conversation.
Presently, they are banged up from when we did the carpet installs. We've already had them all patched out, and they're prepped for paint, but at this point, that's the last portion that we're waiting on.
So again, I have no, I should say, I was certainly concerned, which is why I made the call with Roger sitting there, to see if we could, if this was a fair price, because we had nothing to compare it to. And what Roger just said off mic, Roger, you want to just repeat that real quick about the other 2 people you spoke to about this?
The other 2 were roughly 167, 179. One would be without prevailing wage. The other one would be prevailing wage, but he does not have ample employees, and he would be stretched thin, and that's why he did not bid the job. Oosterbahn has been around for about 69 years. They have a Better Business Bureau rating of an A+. They've done work here in town previously at the union halls. They are a union company. They do great work. But right now, yes, everything is a little bit pricey, or pricier than what we have in the past.
What is the, I don't recall, what is the time limit to get this done?
30 days.
30 days to paint
15 hallways,
15 buildings.
basically 30 floors, because you got there are
Yeah,
2 floors at
So
Heritage.
Heritage 2 apartments have two floors, and then always keep in mind, there's the main entrance that you need scaffolding for because it's one of those grand ones that go straight up in the air.
There's 11 long buildings, which are roughly 200-foot long by 8-foot tall ceilings, and then you've got the front and back vestibules, which have 17-foot high ceilings. They have to paint the inside ceilings, and then the upper second level floor, or the upper ceiling. Their first floor is a drop ceiling.
Roger, I didn't have my tally in front of me, but you and I were tallying up square footage, I think. Off the top of your head, how much square footage was there?
237, 231, somewhere in that area, 213,000, 217,000.
Okay, maybe
Square feet.
220,000 square feet of paint is what we're talking about. And this is big. There's a lot of paint there.
It's a lot of work. It's not something that somebody's just going to go in there with one person and bang out in a day or two. It's going to take 3 guys each building to beat that, to meet the deadline. It's going to take them a minimum of 3 guys.
Ceilings included.
Ceilings included, 17-foot walls on the vestibules.
What about painting supplies like
They're
rollers?
supplying all of it. The only thing that we're not supplying is the paint. We are going to supply the paint.
How many coats of paint, Roger?
They're going to back drag it, so it'll be 2 coats.
I learned, when you paint at your own house, a back drag is one up and one down.
Correct.
Okay, so it's not 2 actual coats, but that's what technically it is.
Technically, it'll be 2 coats.
Right.
So you mentioned that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Us laymen, that's how we paint. We go up and down all the time and stuff like that, so.
So you mentioned the walls were kind of banged up, I guess, with the installation of the carpet. So will they be doing patching as well?
Oh, the patching has already been completed.
So then it's just, okay, painting.
We can't hire somebody at the same rate. $1 a square foot. $1. $2.
I said exactly the same thing you did, that when I saw that, for just labor, I get it, I mean, and I've been in the trades before. I used to sell glass for over 20 years. I mean, it's like anything else, it's supply and demand, how much work is out there and who's available right now and so forth yet, too. So this is this time of the season to hit this. When is it scheduled to get done?
As soon as we award it, they would be out there the following Monday.
So they're going to have to dedicate, 3-4 guys?
Minimum 3 guys.
Okay.
And based on their bid and their references, I'm sure they do a stellar job. It just, I suffer from bid shock.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's $200,000 worth of labor in 1 month, and that's like anything else.
Oh, I mean, it's great that it's going to be in and done, and one project behind us. So,
again,
And there is a penalty clause in there that if work is not completed, there will be $500 a day taken off the payment.
That is correct.
okay. Any other questions?
That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Roger.
Thank you.
Next, we have the ordinance and legislation. Trustee Peretta.
Thank you, Mayor. No report this evening.
Okay. And thank you. Then we'll go to planning and zoning and licenses. Trustee Juarez.
I have a presentation and approval of a list of licenses dated Tuesday, May 31st, 2022 through Friday, June 10th, 2022. That's on there.
All right, thank you. Did anyone have any presentations, petitions, or communications they wanted to share?
Just the personal one. Happy birthday to my son. He turns 8 today. So happy birthday.
Very good. I'm sure he's watching.
Maybe in the future. You can Google it.
All right. So did anyone wish to remove anything from the consent agenda? No? Can I get a motion then to establish the consent agenda?
so moved.
Second.
Roll call number 1 to establish consent agenda. Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navas Sparza.
Yes.
Trustee Preda.
Yes.
Motion carries to establish consent agenda.
Can I get a motion then to approve the consent agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call number 2 to approve consent agenda. Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navas Sparza.
Yes.
Trustee Preda.
Yes.
Motion carries to approve consent agenda.
Thank you. Did anyone have any unfinished business? How about any new business? Then I need to ask that we adjourn to closed session to discuss collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or their representatives, or deliberation regarding salary schedules for one or more classes of employees pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2, Chapter 2. Can I get a motion and a second to do that?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Roll call number 3 to adjourn to closed session. Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navas Sparza.
Yes.
Trustee Preda.
Yes.
Motion carries to adjourn to closed session.
Thank you. So we're going to adjourn the closed session. The time now is 8:09, and we will, again, we're adjourning from closed session. So again, thank you for everyone joining us tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening.